going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, PJ3 Sports. I'm your host as always, Peter Noche. I got two guests with me. Got Augustine and Jason. We're going to go through the NBA Series playoffs this weekend for the first round. We got the Lakers and Grizzlies, Warriors and Kings, Clippers and Suns, and Knicks and Cavs. Very intriguing matchups. Let's get right into it.
Money, money, money team. Money, 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 money team.
All right, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, PJ3 Sports. So let's get right into the game. So the first game, LA versus the Grizzlies. This series is going to be a very entertaining matchup. I think this is going to go back and forth. Lakers, pretty good at home. They got a 23-18 record at home, 20-21 on the road. Grizzlies have been phenomenal at home, 35-6. Both teams have been averaging about 117 points a game. So guys, let's talk about the matchups. Augustine, in your eyes, who do you think has got the edge in these matchups when you're looking at this?
This series I got my Lakers, honestly. AD has to dominate this series. He has to dominate Jaren Jackson Jr. I know he's a really serious defensive player of the year candidate, but I think Grizzlies don't have Steven Adams, neither Brandon Clark. So I think Coach Cam and Davis are going to talk about that, and I think they're going to really try to dominate the paint.
I know Jackson, he gets in foul trouble a lot. So
yeah.
I think if AD can really, put himself out there to get in the paint and they can distribute it, get it down low for Jackson.
For example, Jaren Jackson averaged like three fouls per game, but the time he played against the Lakers, he averaged like 5 fouls per game.
Yeah.
So the real question is who's going to guard AD if it's not Jaren Jackson.
Yeah.
Who you have?
They're going to have to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have to make a decision. Jay, what is your thoughts on this?
I think this is a very interesting series. I think it's a series that's going to go 7 games.
No, 16.
You think it's going to go to 6?
Of course.
I think it's going to go to 7, man. I like how I like the Grizzlies' options off the bench. I like how Tyus Jones could come in and be a good backup guy to John Morant. Tyus Jones is a Duke guy. He was really good in college at assisting and running the offense. Jaws do good the same things. They pair together well.
Mm-hmm.
Dillon Brooks is starting to get his shot back finally. Beginning of the year, he was one of the worst three-point shooters in the league. Couldn't make a shot to save his life.
He talks too much.
He does do a lot of that. He's got a lot of technicals, but he's starting to get his shot a little bit. Desmond Bane's been playing very well recently. Luke Kennard, he's one of the stars of this team. I really like him in this matchup. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the league. And I think he's going to be the difference maker for the Grizzlies on offense.
Yeah. I really think the Grizzlies, as far as their bench goes, they got really good depth as far as from the three-point side. Yeah. Both benches are pretty deep. Lakers are pretty deep too, but there's not a lot of three-point shooting teams. There's a couple guys, Malik Beasley, Dennis Schroeder, who could make impacts.
Both teams, they're not three-point shooters. The Lakers, they got Malik Beasley.
Yeah.
Who else? They got maybe Rui Hachimura.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell, and maybe Dennis Schroeder.
And maybe Austin Reeves, depending.
Maybe Austin Reeves, depends on the night. Also, Grizzlies, they have Luke Kennard. Dillon Brooks, he's decent. Desmond Bain, he's a really good three-point shooter. John Morant, he just attacks in the paint every time and draws fouls. So
I think a big thing in this matchup is going to be home court advantage. The Grizzlies are a dominant team when they're in their home arena, and the Lakers aren't really the best team going on the road. They're under 500 on the road, so that's going to be a very big factor.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Lakers, since the trade they did, the Rob Pelinka did after the All-Star break, the Lakers got a 16-7 record. They had the best record in the West, and that was without LeBron. So I don't know. I will be ready against.
And the thing is, too, LeBron and AD have not played against the Grizzlies this year. They haven't played together, so this is going to be very interesting to see. John Morant, he's been out a couple of games too, but having LeBron and AD, how are they going to, work things together since they haven't been in the playoffs? They got bounced out by the Suns. What was it, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Didn't make the playoffs last year, so now they're back in the playoffs. But yet again, the Grizzlies very dominant at home. That's going to be very interesting to see how that crowd is going to play a factor and if they can really take charge early in the series.
I think one of the things that's going to help out the Lakers in this series is their defense. They're the best defensive league when it comes to running points per game for their opponents, so that's going to be a big thing to watch. Is can the Grizzlies find a way to get that spark when they need it in the second half?
Yeah.
I think the Lakers are going to struggle against, especially John Morant. I expect John Morant to average like 28 points per game. I also expect Desmond Bain to be their second weapon in the offense. He's a really three-point shooter. I don't think LeBron is going to guard him. I will put Vanderbilt. Durant, I don't know. They're just gonna put Schroeder. He's our best defender, point guard. We're gonna see what Coach Cam does. Maybe start Schroeder and D'Angelo Russell and put Austin Reeves in the bench. He gotta make those adjustments, but
there's a lot. These coaches are very young, so it's going to be very interesting to see the adjustments they make through this series. So we kind of gave our analysis. So let's get our picks now. So Jason, looks like you're leaning towards the Grizzlies. How do you think they're going to get it done?
I'm leaning towards Memphis in 7.
Okay.
I think they're a better shooting team all around. They're going to take advantage of scoring in the perimeter, whereas the Lakers they have good size in the paint, regardless if it's starters or guys on the bench. So I think Memphis is going to get this done with the 3-point shot and also their free throw shooting.
Okay. Augustine?
I got my Lakers in 6. AD will have to be great in this series. I mean, when the Lakers success against a contenders team depend more on AD. Experience is going to show up, I think.
Yeah, but see with AD though, he's got those cold stretches where he's either good or he's not even on court at all.
But the last games he's been playing great. Now and during the season, 26 points per game, 12 rebounds. He's been playing great. And finally, I would say that LeBron in the first rounds, he has a record of 14-1.
You seem like a big Lakers fan. You're a huge Lakers fan, I know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Favorite team.
Yeah.
So those are their picks. I'm going to give my pick for this. I'm going to take the Lakers in 6. A little bit of that is because I think LA is really going to show their dominance down low against the Grizzlies. I think they got the size advantage with AD, with Vanderbilt, Hachimura, and a lot of those bench guys can come in and give the Grizzlies problems. And Jared Jackson, that's going to be a big issue if he gets in foul trouble, because he's done it most of the season where he's gotten in serious foul trouble. How are the Grizzlies going to manage that? And then it's really going to come down to, as well, if the Grizzlies can adjust to, I think LeBron James, he's got to be, a factor in this. He's really got to step up. If they double team AD, he's got to step up big time. All right, so now let's go to the second game. So we got the Warriors versus the Kings. This is going to be a very interesting series as well. Warriors been very dominant at home. Road, they've been struggling. They're 11-30 on the road. Kings have been terrific at home and on the road. They've been a terrific regular season team. First time they've made the playoffs since, what year was it, guys? 2003? 2004? Yeah. And both of these teams, they've been averaging about 120 points a game. So I expect this series to be very high scoring, a lot more offense, less defense. Both these teams very, top 5, I think, offensively. Warriors have beaten the Kings 3 out of the 4 times this season. So let's actually get right into the matchup. So, Augustine, who do you like as far as who could take control in this series?
I got the Warriors. I know they have a tough season. It was pretty difficult because the Andrew Wiggins case, but they just confirmed that he's coming back for game 1.
That's a big factor,
Yeah,
I think.
Be ready. I know they struggled this season, the Warriors, but I think they met their goal to get the 6th seed to face the Kings. They have a really good team, the Warriors, like we see we're the defending champs. The Sacramento Kings is a team with no experience. I really like the team, really good young core. Domantas Sabonis, Jaren Fox, Kevin Porter. They have a really good team, but honestly, I don't see them winning. They have the Warriors have like the great ingredients to face the Kings. Of course, their defenses are not the best ones, but my question is who's gonna guard Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole?
Who's going to guard Andrew Wiggins?
Who's gonna guard Harrison Barnes?
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I think you are gonna lean onto the other side, as we were talking about it earlier.
Going to this matchup, I'm looking towards Sacramento. They have very, very explosive offense with De'Aaron Fox leading the charge. They have Malik Monk, who's had a very good season. Keegan Murray off the bench, the guy to Iowa, is having a great year as well.
Yeah.
Domantas Sabonis is having a career season. I mean, all these guys having great years. Harrison Barnes.
I thought he was on the MVP candidate. I thought he was top 5
Yeah,
for this year.
in the 5th spot.
Sabonis,
With just how abysmal the Warriors are on the road, I mean, with them being a lower seed, they got to play at least 4 games in Sacramento, and I don't see them winning it more than 1 game on the road in Sacramento.
Really?
I mean, but that home crowd's going to be so into it in this series for how long they've waited for these games to be played in their home arena. Crowd's going to be a big factor. On the road's going to be a big factor. With how well the Kings can shoot the ball, I mean, they're shooting over 50% from the floor. Over 50%.
Yeah. both of these teams are staggering
So
numbers.
they have little weapons. Also, like Peter said, the Warriors defeat the Kings 3 out of the 4 times. Also, I want to tell a really good stat with Curry and Green on the court, Draymond Green. They outscored the Kings by 26 points per 100 possessions. So I would say that Warriors are. I don't say they're gonna dominate the series. It's gonna be tough. I know that their away record is not the best one, but I think that they can steal a game from the Kings. Maybe the first or the second game. I don't know. But also, I think Gary Payton can be the key of this series. I expect him to play like big minutes guarding De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
So I would say that if we're in a clutch time, I mean, all of these games are going to be close, of course. But I got Gary Payton on De'Aaron Fox to close the game. Curry, Klay Thompson, maybe Jordan Poole or Dante DiVincenzo, and then Draymond Green, who is guarding Domantas Sabonis.
Right.
Warriors, they have really good offense. They know how to move. They know each other. They've been like together for like Klay Thompson, Curry, and Draymond
Looking
Green.
at a big matchup in crunch time, you want the ball in Gary Payton's hands, or you want Gary Payton defending De'Aaron Fox?
All day.
I don't think
he's
that's
a very good defender.
that's a matchup that's looking for the Kings to win right there.
No.
That's going in the Kings' favor.
But
I don't like
my only issue is with the Kings is the playoff experience. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2004. Warriors have been to the playoffs every year they've been healthy.
And in the
So-
NBA Finals, they've been.
And the NBA Finals, Curry, Thompson having all these guys back, and Wiggins. The playoff experience is going to be so much more on the Warriors
What's
side.
Wiggins
That's-
going to bring to the table? He hasn't played basketball in how long?
Yeah, it's been
20 games.
it's been a little
I mean,
bit.
he's been out for a while.
Yeah. He's definitely, I think, one of the key factors in this series.
And
If he doesn't show up, I think Kings have a great chance.
I think going into the season right now, the Kings have more reliable options to score the basketball than the Warriors have right now.
That's interesting.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Corey against Sacramento, he's been scoring 33 points per game, 5 assists, 50% from 3, and 58 from field goals. So I think Curry, like always, he's gonna step up big. Also, Jordan Poole in the bench. You got to secure these 20 points. He's been shooting really great from 3. I like this. Wiggins, I think he's going to step up big.
So you looks like you're leaning the Warriors.
Yeah.
What do you think the Warriors are going to get it done in?
I think in 6 or 5.
Okay.
5?
Yeah,
Ah.
I like it. Yeah.
What about you,
You think
Jay?
the Warriors can get in 5? So they got to win, 3 games on the road?
Who knows? They can win.
Just don't see it happening.
Regular
Man.
season and playoffs are a totally different stage. They're totally different.
I mean, you saw how much the crowd got into it in the regular season. You can only imagine what they're going to do when the playoff time comes around. I mean, that's going to be a rowdy building when the Warriors walk into there.
Yeah.
But Warriors, they're a winning team. They know how it's like to be under pressure, how it's to be like away. So I think they got the enough experience. My question is, how Sacramento? If Sacramento is going to get any game from San Francisco, I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting to see if they can win on the road. But
But
this is a
the
very
Kings,
interesting
Kings,
series.
they've been great on the road. I mean, 25 and 16 on the road.
Yeah.
That's better than their home record.
They're
Now
ready-
16-25. 16-25.
They've been playing their best basketball game this season. They haven't played like this in a long time.
Yeah.
So, but Jay, looks like you're leaning with the Kings. What do you think they get it done in?
I think the Kings get it done in 6.
In 6?
I think the Kings get it done in 6.
I like
Last
it.
point I want to make is
Yeah.
you're
You're gonna be you're on the opposite side of things. I
Don't
like
throw
it.
the money to with that guy, please. Don't do it.
But so you got their picks. I'm gonna go with the Warriors. I'm gonna say they're gonna get it done in 6 games. I think the Warriors just have the experience. I think Andrew Wiggins coming back. I think he's gonna be sort of a big presence there. And also the coaching aspect. It'll be really interesting to see Steve Kerr versus Mike Brown. Yeah, that will be very interesting to see if Mike Brown throws some tricks at him against Steve Kerr. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Warriors in 6. But it's gonna be a very interesting series.
Yeah.
Really interesting. So let's go to the third series. We got the Clippers and the Suns. Suns are 5-1 favorites in this series because of the likes of Paul George. As you guys know, Paul George, he's not going to be in this series. If they get past the Suns, then he'll be back. Clippers this season, they're 44-38. Suns are 45-37. Very similar numbers on the road. Suns have been very phenomenal at home, 28-13 this season. Both teams averaging about 115 to 112 points per game. So, guys, what do you guys think about this matchup? Who do you see sticking out?
I think the series is a wrap before it even begins.
Yeah.
You know, Paul George not being out there. I mean, that's one of their They're one of the best scorers.
Yeah,
Him not being out there is going to be a big issue for them.
Even if he's playing the series, he won't change that much.
I mean, the Suns are just better at every position except for maybe one. You know, if you have Kevin Durant, the power forward instead of the small forward, and that's their one advantage.
Yeah.
But other than that, the Suns are better at every position. The Clippers have some solid bench options, but if your starters aren't going to be able to do it for you, your bench you're going to have to get that much.
I mean, the bench from the Clippers is really good. They got Norman Powell, Bones Highland, Marcus Morris. Well, it depends if they start or not. Terrence Mann.
I think the Clippers bench is a little bit more deep than the Suns.
Yeah,
per se.
it's
the Suns
more,
lost a lot of
it's
guys.
more
but that's
deep.
right.
Yeah, but how are you going to stop DeAndre Ayton? Who is going to stop Nick?
You got Ivan Zubac
Who's
on
going
him.
to stop AD?
Yeah.
Who's going to stop Devin Booker? Who's going to stop Chris Paul? Chris Paul he knows that this is like one of his last chances to win a championship.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to come up big. He got experience, the playoff experience more than anyone. Also,
Do you think Kawhi is gonna have to be on Kevin Durant most of the game?
yeah,
How do you see that?
100%. I
100%.
mean, Kawhi, he's going to play 40 minutes of the game. Other than that, I don't expect the Clippers winning. I got the Suns in 5. I think they're gonna play great, so they get enough rest. Play against the winner of Denver and the other team that we don't know yet. Yeah.
You just don't see any strengths for the Clippers whatsoever
No.
of how they can get this done. Yeah.
I don't see them winning, honestly. No.
Yeah.
I just see them winning one game. And that's
What,
it.
what about you, Jay?
I'm on the same page with Augustine here, man.
Finally.
I don't think the Clippers have any chance in this series. I think it's already a wrap. You know, even if you go position by position, you know, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, that's a no-brainer. Westbrook's been playing good on the Clippers, but, you know, Chris Paul is the locker room guy. He knows how to lead his ball club here. He knows how to facilitate the offense. Devin Booker and his matchup, that's an easy win for the Suns there.
Yep.
If you look at small forward, that might be the one option where the Clippers have the advantage with Kawhi Leonard. But then power forward, you got what? 40-year-old Nick Batum guarding Kevin Durant. I mean, one of the best scorers of our generation.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
No.
Then
No,
DeAndre
they have
Ayton's
to match somebody up against him.
and then
Somebody
DeAndre
else.
Ayton's going to have a field day with Zubats in the paint too. So
Yeah.
you know, I think this series is a wrap.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the Clippers have any success, because I know you guys are on the Suns. I'm on the Suns too. But if I got to give a little bit of love to some Clippers, some of you guys are going to bet on the Clippers. I got to say two things. Clippers, Zubac, he's got to be really aggressive down low against DeAndre Ayton. I'm not saying he's got to win the matchup against Ayton. He's not going to get more points, but he's got to get at least more rebounds than DeAndre Ayton. He has to be able to create more offensive possessions for the Suns, and also, you know, create more outlets so they can get in transition a lot quicker. And then Kawhi Leonard, you know, has to show up. You know, we've seen him in the playoffs. You know, he's been big time when he's at Toronto, when he's on San Antonio. You know, winning MVPs for those finals. He's got to step up big, and I think the key guy that's going to replace Paul George is Norman Powell. If you guys
Yeah,
can
I think that guy is really underrated.
Yeah.
I always like that guy and follow him. In one night, he can easily, if he wants, he can put you 30 points.
Yeah.
Between 20 and 30 points.
He got 29 against them.
Yes,
I mean, the Suns didn't play any of their starters, but he got 29 against them against
Yeah,
Phoenix,
I really like Norman Powell, but that won't be enough. I mean, the Suns, they haven't lost since KD sin. They got a 8-0 record, so sorry for the Clippers, but I got the Suns in this one.
Yeah. I'm on the Suns too. I got the Suns in 5. I think you got them in
In 5.
and then you got the Suns in 5.
Suns in 5.
So we all got the Suns in 5. We think Phoenix is going to dominate this series. Now for the last series, we're going to go through. This one I think is going to be probably the most entertaining series, the first round.
100%.
We got the New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the New York Knicks, if I can pull up my sheet. The Knicks are 47-35. Cavs are 51-31. Cavs have been very dominant at home this year. Knicks have been pretty good at home, very good on the road. Cavs have not been so good on the road. Both of these teams averaging about 110 to 113 points per game. So not a lot of points offensively. Defensively, these are very, very good ball clubs. And then the Knicks, you know, when they've played the Cavs this year, they've won 3 out of the 4 games. So this will be really interesting to see. The Cavs are the favorites slightly, as you guys see on the whiteboard. So as far as matchups go, who do you guys, who sits out in your mind on who's going to make an impact?
I'm thinking the Cavs, this one. I know it's gonna be
Taking the Cavs, huh? Okay.
really close. We gotta see also if Julius Randle is coming back from an injury. There's no update for the moment.
It looks like he's playing. I don't know for sure, but it looks like he's going to suit up week 1.
I think he will, man.
Yeah.
They need him in every game. I mean, he's been their star. Also, I expect a big series from Jalen Brunson. Also, Imali quickly, he can be a problem for the Cavs on the bench. I mean,
He's the X factor. Quickly is the X factor.
I
Really?
think
Okay.
he's-
Quickly.
I think he will.
Do you see any? Who do you think who's got it for 3-point shooting? Who's got the edge for Cleveland as far as?
Garland or Donovan Mitchell, I mean, they have a really good core in there.
Yeah.
The front court is pretty good. Mitchell against the Knicks, he's been playing great. He averaged like 22 points per game, 7.5 assists. He was shooting 47% from the 3.
Right.
So I expect Donovan Mitchell to have a really good series.
He's got to be big, I think, in this series
I
because
think he will. He's the one who has more experience in the team
Yeah.
because he's been playing with the Jazz in the playoffs.
yeah,
Also, how they're going to stop Julius Randle. I mean, I think they got the enough pieces. They got Evan Mobley, Jared Allen.
who do you think will be on him in that match? Do you think it'll be Allen or do you think it'll be Mobley?
I think even Mobley.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that Julius Randle doing those fadeaways, I think they will be hard to stop. But the Cavs, they got a really good defense. When Mobley and Allen are on the court, they hold their opponents to like 103 points. So.
And I was just seeing this stat too. Mitchell, he's been averaging 32 points per game against the Knicks, shooting 51% from the field and then 48% from 3-point line. So he's, like you said, he's the X factor. It seems like for the Cavs. Jason, what do you see in this series? Who do you like?
I'm liking the Knicks in this one at the end of the series. I'm liking the Knicks. This series is going to go 7 games. I think the Knicks are going to get done in 7. The problem I have with Cleveland is, their defense is so good, but their offense is pretty bad. They're bottom 5 in offense and scoring. So, if Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland aren't hot, where's the offense coming from?
Yeah.
You going to rely
Sorry,
heavily
what?
on Mobley to get it done for you? If those guys aren't getting it done for you,
You got Caris LeVert in the bench, Ricky Rubio. They're really good players.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Both
Knicks,
these bitches are loaded.
I mean, the strong acquisition, with the Knicks of Jalen Brunson, he's really turned their program around right now. He's really leading the charge for them.
Yeah. Also too, the trade for Josh Hart, I think
That was a big move for them.
that was a big move for the Knicks. They gave him like a really big impulse. But I also like the matchup between Mitchell and Brunson. I mean, they're going to be the 2 main stars in this series. I think Isaac Okoro will have to get big in this series. I think he's going to guard Jalen Brunson because he's the best defender in the team that can guard him. I think that I gotta say that defense is gonna come up here.
Yeah, both these ball clubs, I mean, very, very stout defensively. And then you got the head coaches, Tom Thibodeau, who's been to the playoffs before for New York, and then Cleveland's coach, I mean, he's a little more inexperienced.
Yeah, he's more experienced.
But yeah, as far as the Knicks, I like the Knicks. I'm kind of leaning towards you, Jay. Sorry, Augustine.
Okay.
Gotta roll with the Knicks here. I just think for some reason, I think the New York Knicks are gonna get it done. I think Jalen Brunson is gonna give the Knicks a little bit of a spark, knowing that he was with the Mavericks last year. They got to the Western Conference Finals against Golden State. They couldn't get it done, because the Golden State Warriors, they're just, no one seems to really find a way to beat them. I think Brunson really brings that leader. He's that leader, kind of like Chris Paul is for the Suns, and he really gives Randall and Barrett that little edge going into this series.
And he can score in all facets of the game. He can score outside. He can score in the paint.
Yeah, he can
He's
score.
great at the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And he's been averaging 25 points per game, 45% from the field, 35% from the 3-point line against the Cavaliers in their 4 matchups. So he's really been dominating that matchup. But so you got the Cavs, and how do you think they're going to get it done in 6, 7 games?
In 7 games, I got the Cavs.
Okay. They're going to get it done on their home court.
Yeah, I think they'll get it done in their home.
By the way, do you guys think the arena, does that play a factor for any of these ball clubs?
For certain teams, it does. Going to play a factor. I mean, the Kings.
Yeah.
That could be the biggest one for them if it's the Kings. That their home court, not seeing playoffs in almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
That crowd's going to be really into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Lakers, it might help them when they're at home in Staples Center. It's not going to be too much for the Clippers because, that series is a wrap.
Yeah.
Do you think New York plays a factor at all?
I think
Since New York hasn't really been there in so long.
I think
you're going to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I mean, MSG is going to be rocking.
Yeah, I think so.
They haven't been rocking in how many years now since the Carmelo Anthony
No,
prime days?
They've been in playoffs a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Sorry, I got the Cavs in this one. I think they learned from their mistakes from last season that they didn't get in the play-in.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to redeem themselves. Of course, they will have to make the right adjustments against Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. But I think they got the pieces to beat them, and I think that Mitchell is going to go crazy.
Yeah. You think it's going to be really hard to stop Donovan Mitchell?
Oh.
That's going to be key for the Knicks. They got to find a way to not, I mean, Mitchell, he's going to get 20 points. He's going to get his
More.
20, 25 points. He might get more some games.
Yeah.
But can he stay consistent the whole series? That's going to be a big question. Jay, what's your take on this? So you got the Knicks.
I'm going to stick Knicks in 7.
Okay.
Solely because the Cavaliers don't have a really good and efficient offense.
Yeah.
The Knicks defense is very good, and the Cavs offense just isn't efficient enough. They're bottom 5 in the league. And I think you can put down right now at least one 30-point game coming from Emmanuel quickly. I think he's a big spark in this team, this series for the Knicks.
So you think because we talk about in playoffs, those other guys got to step up. You think Quickly's that guy?
I think Quickly's the guy for the Knicks. He had some big moments during the regular season. When those Knicks had those winning streaks, so they had like a 10-game winning streak.
Yeah.
About around January or so,
Yep.
they got really hot. I think Donovan Mitchell has the potential to put up a 40-point game at least once in this series.
Yeah, he will do it at least one time.
At least once. He'll probably average around 30 in the series. He's gonna have to be. He's got to be the big X factor for them. But
Absolutely. But it's who's that other guy that's going to step up? Is it going to be Darius Garland? Is it going to be LeVert? Is it going to be Jared Allen?
They got the right pieces. And
Yeah.
Each one of those guys can step up.
Yeah.
Carlos LeVert, he can easily put you 20 points if he's inspired.
I think this is going to be just a very entertaining series in general. It's really
also Knicks, they have a really good depth team, so anyone can step up. Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett. I mean, anyone.
I think Josh Hart's going to be another big one for the Knicks.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think he's got a big role coming off the bench.
Yeah, he's going to.
He has potential to put up 20 off the bench. If he's feeling himself one of these nights, he's going to put up 20 off the bench.
I don't know, he's 20. I don't know, like it. But I had Captain Sam, sorry.
Oh, sorry, Augustine. You're going to be on the other side of this one, man. But you heard their picks. I got the Knicks. I think they're going to get it done in 6. I think they could get it done in 7, but I'm going to lean towards they get one game in Cleveland and they win both games at home, 3 and 4. I think the X factor is really going to be Julius Randle. How healthy is he? Can he win his one-on-one matchups against the Cavs? You're going to have Yvonne Mobley and Jaron Allen probably switching in on him, giving him problems. I think the Cavs, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to double team Randle and force it out of his hands, make somebody else beat him. But you got Jalen Brunson at the wing too, so Brunson's going to be electric. And then RJ Barrett, we're going to see him really step up in this playoffs. This is like the first time he's really in this shadow. So very interesting series.
He was great at Duke when he was playing in March Madness, so he knows how to win the big games.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
I think it's college, I think it's NBA.
All right, guys. So now we're going to give our picks for these series. I'm going to go first. For my single bets, I like the Lakers. You get them at plus 125. I would advise you guys to put 20, 40, 60 bucks, however you feel. I do like the Lakers, but I love the Knicks more. So I'm taking the Lakers and the Knicks. Knicks are plus 170. They're a little higher odds than the Lakers, but I really love the Knicks to get it done in this series as a single bet. For my parlays, for the first one, I got the Warriors. I got the Knicks. Together parlay, it's plus 270, so $100 wins you $270. I really like that parlay a lot, and this is a 3-leg parlay. I got the Suns, Warriors, and Lakers. This one also is plus 270. So I really like the Knicks a lot in this series against the Cavs. So plugging them in with the Warriors, I think they're going to get it done. But these are my picks, Augustine. What are your picks?
If you really want to win money, please listen to me, not these guys. Please.
Don't listen to him, guys. Don't listen to him.
Please, I know more than them. put $50 on the Lakers. I think they're gonna they're gonna win. Almost all the people are saying Lakers in six. So please listen to that. Also, I would suggest putting also another single, Knicks in a single. Maybe throw $20. It's going to be a really even series. So if you're not sure taking the Cavs, take the Knicks in a single bet. Also the parlay, I like the Cavs, Phoenix Suns, and Golden State Warriors. Maybe if you like, you can throw $15. Maybe if you're not sure about the Cavs, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do the Cavs and the Knicks. Interesting.
No, Cavs, Suns, and Warriors.
But you got the Knicks in the singles too. In the
Yeah,
singles,
who
too.
knows? But you can throw $15 if you want to try. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna win. Finally, I would say this is like a more secure bet, secure parlay. I would do Phoenix Suns, Warriors, and the Lakers. I would just throw $25, $30. It's gonna be. I think that one is pretty good money. So those are my picks.
So you seem a little less confident on the Knicks Cavs. Looks like.
It's an even series. I
Yeah.
mean, this series can go for each one, but I like more the Cavs than the
Okay.
Knicks.
Yeah.
But if you want, you can throw money in the Knicks.
Interesting. Jay.
All right, so unlike these guys, if you want to get some real money here, I suggest throwing $20, $25 out on the Kings. I'm really high on the Kings. I think they're gonna have to do it against the Warriors. That's the best way to get a bang for your buck.
Stop it.
That's a joke, right?
Stop it. Oh.
And then another one that's gonna give you a good cash in is you're gonna go Kings, you're gonna go Suns, and you're gonna go Grizzlies.
Oh gosh. Yeah, what else you got? You also had
Well, you had the Clippers.
you had the Suns and the
Grizzlies.
Knicks as well, right?
Yeah, I think a single. I like the Knicks in that series against Cleveland.
I agree with you on that. I don't agree with your Kings pick. I think you're wasting your money if you bet the Kings. Sorry, guys.
That's the best bang for your buck right there. Kings are gonna get some serious dough, man.
I do a parlay between the Clippers and I don't know, Grizzlies.
I mean, why'd you do a call that in the Clippers? The series is over before it even starts.
Oh yeah.
You want to win some money?
Your picks are not the right ones.
Oh,
I would
God.
say.
All right. So these are the picks for the first round of the NBA playoff series. I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching my YouTube channel. Go like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting it on my Instagram bio tomorrow, so go check it out there. This is Augustine. This is Jason. I'm Peter Noche. Go make that shmoney.